grew up listening, loving this country, and I love this country. I see an American flag blown in the wind and I get chills. You know what I mean? I grow up.
Well, and you're not just a Marine, but you said, you're a combat veteran. And I said, I wanted to kind of like that specific word was going to be important because I have a question that I had about that. What do you think of what is happening right now with Tim Walz? Have you heard about how he is saying that he was a combat veteran, but that he never was in combat? And I'm wondering, how important is that? How big of a deal is it for someone to say they're a combat veteran if they are not?
Yeah, and so I'll tell you, in the community, it's a pretty big deal. But I can tell you that outside of the community, 99% of the people that are commenting on this are not veterans, and they've never served. And I can tell you, so Tim Walz served for what, over 20 years? For 20 years. He served for a long time. Probably did a lot of great things in that time. And I don't want to take anything away from him because of the way that something happened in the end of his career, because he's a fellow veteran. You know what I mean? The same people that, are attacking Walz should understand that on the other side of the aisle, there were people that were attacking my boy, fellow Marine, Vance, saying he brings nothing to the ticket. He brings nothing to the ticket. I'm like, listen, so you don't want me to be upset about our side attacking Walz, but you want to say that JD Vance brings nothing to the ticket as a United States Marine Corps veteran, someone who rogered up and took an oath saying that he would protect the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That doesn't mean anything. But I can tell you that out in the world, that means a lot.
But I don't think anyone is wanting to take anything away from Tim's service. We are certainly grateful. Like I said, thank you for your service. I think everyone who has served always, I don't care what party they're a part of, right? Very thankful for your service. I don't have a problem with the service. I have a problem with them lying. And not only lying, but the lie being told multiple times and him not correcting it. And then veterans even asking him, please just make this right. Please clarify that, first of all, your rank is not what it's, it's there.
And then the carrying weapons in combat.
Yeah, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. So.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I carried a 240 across my chest. You know what I mean? And it's because we're in a highly kinetic area, and a lot of people carry a 240 over their back. They'll carry a 240 with a strap on their side, but I carried a 240 across my chest on top of 2 grenades with 400 to 600 rounds in a grenade pouch strapped to my stomach, and another 800 rounds on my back, and I fired a machine gun at human beings, and I can tell you that it was a real experience, and it's an experience that I don't wish on anyone, but I gained so much knowledge from it, and it means something to people when you say combat veteran.
Yes,
it really means something. It means I was willing to die for it to an extreme, the whole way, all the way up to it. I rogered up. I joined the infantry. They made me a machine gunner. I had a reconstruction coming up for my ankle. I already had Achilles surgery, and I was scheduled for a double bone fusion, a reconstructive surgery of my ankle. I put that off to go to Afghanistan. And so there are some of us that, and we see them in the service that, will try to do everything that they can to get out of a deployment. But at the end of he gave it 20 years, and I understand
and
that.
We honor the service again.
I honor the service, but just
the line.
Own it. Just say, and that's because that's part of the democratic side of things. They want to check the boxes.